Libra, this is a very good time for you to remain open to new ventures, new contracts, new opportunities. It feels like if you remain open to possibility and you follow your intuition and you go where you're called, even if you just feel suddenly called to go to a place in your city or you want to run an errand quickly, but you're second guessing it, if your intuition is telling you to go somewhere, the energy is like ripe for the picking. There's opportunity everywhere if you're open to it. And I don't know what kind of contracts that you're getting into at this time. Could be energetic contracts like friendships or things with family or even love, or it could be work contracts or spiritual contracts, but it feels like these contracts are there for the long term. This is a long-term game that you are in. And the card that came out for you was the long game strategy. So we'll talk about that in a second. But the first message I got for you in my meditation was leading lines, which is a concept in photography where you frame a shot based on the lines leading up to your subject. So say you have a road with the lane lines, right? And then your subject standing in the middle. Well, those lane lines kind of lead the eye to the subject. And this came through for you because it's like there are things leading you right to the thing, the manifestation, the opportunity, the person, the experience, the spiritual opening I'm hearing. But you're being led there. So maybe even literally follow leading lines if you happen to see them around, okay? Pay attention because it feels like spirit is like visually showing you the path, like leading you somewhere, guiding you somewhere. Or if you can't see, it's maybe a railing that you follow or something like this. It's a straight line right to what you're looking for. It could even be an answer for some of you. A sign, a synchronicity, and I'm seeing it, this white line in the middle of the road, and then this big red sign for you. I also got the number 444 and then this peculiar message, which is beautiful, that the birds follow you home. And when I got this message, I saw these birds high in the sky, like you can only see their silhouette. And it's kind of like they're circling, but they're following you. It felt very protective and also, again, very guided, that you're very guided right now. So let's get into your reading and see what this is all about. It feels like things are turning around here for you in some particular aspect of your life. Okay, something was muted, I'm hearing, or paused for a second. It's starting to follow, I'm hearing. It's starting to follow, flow. The birds follow you home. Interesting. Okay, the long game strategy. So let's get some more cards out and see what this energy is all about for you, Libra. How have you been lately? How have you been feeling the current energies? Have there been kind of synchronistic or flowing kind of opportunities or messages that are coming to you? You could be seeing wasps or bees. These are good omens, okay, if you come across them, even if it seems like a scary, nerve-wracking, or unpleasant encounter, they're good for you, okay? This is a good message for you. Things with wings, I'm hearing. Things with wings, including angels. You could also be seeing owls. Hidden owls. Interesting. Okay, so we have metamorphosis, things with wings. Look at these big wings right here. Self-actualization, development, and reinvention. Yes, this unpausing and pressing play, which we had in a collective reading recently, press play. So if you watch that, this is definitely riffing on that message. And if you haven't watched that reading, you can check it out. I'll link it below in the comments. Because I do feel guided to say that message again. And even if you watched it, you could rewatch it and come back to it with a new perspective. It's so amazing how readings can be felt and heard through different wavelengths and frequencies depending on when you watch them. So sometimes when I watch a reading, either my own or someone else's, like at a particular time in my life, and then I come back to it months later, or even weeks later, the message is totally felt differently. And it's kind of cool how messages continue to give. So that could be a message for you too, with reinvention. Something that you've created or that you're interested in might seem like, oh, this is just the same thing again, but it's actually, you're adding another layer of ingenuity or meaning or experience on top of it. Some of you are going to reconcile with someone or meet up with someone that you have lost touch with in some way. It's not for all of you, but there's a reinvention of that relationship or that friendship, development. And I am seeing two people here. The long game strategy metamorphosis. This is nice. This feels like whatever energy you're transmuting and transforming and alchemizing into is going to last for a long time for you. This success, this openness. And if I felt something shady I'm hearing or otherwise, I would let you know. And there's one more card. I haven't turned it over yet, but I almost said turned it out. And I was just about to say that there does feel like there are things here in the background. Maybe something feels a little foreboding even, or you're anticipating something that has a more complex energy behind it. It requires some strategic thinking that maybe is a little bit difficult for you. But Spirit's saying that energy, that difficulty that you're experiencing, or that tension, conflict, doesn't negate the intensity of these new opportunities for you. Meaning that just because that's going on doesn't mean that all of these openings aren't happening for you at the same time. Okay, it doesn't feel like you need to deal with this thing over here in order to pass a threshold, go through the portal, elevate, ascend into a better timeline. No. It's happening now anyways, regardless, okay? Where did I put this book? Yes, let's keep the book out here. Oh, I put open, remain open, good times for ventures, good fortune. Okay, so let's see what this other card is. Ancestors, forebears, predecessors, and ancient. And in that collective reading I just referenced, I also talked about ancestors. So definitely feel guided, watch it. Being guided by your ancestors, the birds follow you home. I feel like someone in your family had a special relationship with birds. Maybe this is something you knew about or not. Or they send you birds or something like that. Leading lines. This could also be someone who was into art or photography, maybe photographing birds. Or you're going to see that now. Okay, so ancestors, metamorphosis, long game strategy. Oh, I just noticed these two swans. And I'm getting like one swan is your ancestors and the other swan head is you. It's like you're completing some kind of mission that your ancestors initiated and started with a long-term strategy and with a long-term game plan. And you were a part of it even though you weren't born yet, even though you weren't here yet. So something is, I'm feeling this like... It's just clearing the energy. It's kind of intense. You're meant to continue something on or to discover something. You're the other direction or the other viewpoint. You offer the other perspective that is needed for this generational dharmic path to be walked or fulfilled. Like there's some karma you're resolving. You've already resolved it, I'm hearing. But now this other thing that's happening, it's bigger than you think. So if it's a work opportunity, a love relationship, whatever opens up for you and that you venture into, it goes back much further than you think. Some of you are going to meet a soul spirit. Okay, this is someone that you knew from a past life or somebody whose ancestors knew your ancestors. This is someone that you connect to immediately. There's like a kindred bond. Immediately you click on some level. Okay, this could be, I feel like this is somebody new for you. Okay, let's see what else we get here. Tell me about, give me one card for this long game strategy. Tell me more about this. What are we talking about? The Fool and the Four of Cups. Oh my goodness. Yeah. See, this is like, I'm down in the dumps. Things are on pause. I wanted to do this thing, but I'm not sure about it anymore. I don't know if this is picking up. And then all of a sudden this new open energy comes forward and you're ready. You're like, let's go. There's a new adventure to be had. Long game, strategy. So something that you were vested in before, perhaps you were thinking long term, but you weren't all that excited about it. Even a relationship or a friendship or a place you were living. I don't know, but there's something like you looked into the future and you were like, I don't know, like this isn't really exciting me. Something switches here, either your perspective, but it feels like you get into a new contract. Something happens and it takes you somewhere. It leads you somewhere new and exciting. But the Fool can be read as like impulsive, but Spirit's saying the energy that you feel may feel like it's picking up quickly, but it's not impulsive in terms of being reckless. There's actually a longer term strategy that's being guided by your ancestors, even if you don't quite see it yet. Reinvention of yourself. This is these two cards, this is total reinvention. Right? Like, this sucks. I hate it. I don't want to do this. Why am I still involved with this? To yes, let's go. Okay, yeah, the energy is fun, I feel. Okay, and again, I'm not discounting that thing looming in the background because I can see it. It's like a fog. Do I need to say something about that? I don't feel like too much, but let's see. King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Magician. It's like some situation where not everything is being put on the table or everything is being said. Feels like there's a lot of bottled up emotions here, or a lot of emotional weight in this situation. And things are just kind of like, maybe this is what feels like it's paused. You're waiting for someone to take action, or you yourself are wondering what you're going to do next. The Magician is the anticipation. Like, I'm waiting for the Magician energy to come in and reveal what this King of Cups, whether this is you or someone else, is really feeling about something just being there and not going away. Okay, it's like something's persisting, it's not really resolving, or it's not going away. Doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but this isn't going to stop your new beginning with the Fool. And most likely, this new venture, these new contracts are going to actually help you resolve whatever this is and move you away from it. Yeah, I feel that. I feel guided to just pull some of these cards. What do we want to say from here? Faithful, unseen, and chained. And I also, hold on, I'll show you in a sec, but I want to get one of these too. Big move. Yeah, exactly. You're making some kind of big move, big contract, big move. We have devoted, sorrow, come back, stronger energy, and then faithful, unseen, and chained. This is, the unseen feels really positive, okay? This feels like it's connected to the devotion and the big move, this new contract coming in. The energy is getting stronger. Now, this comeback with sorrow, chained, and faithful is probably linked to this King of Cups, Magician, and the Seven of Pentacles. What's the block here? Knight of Swords. Well, some words haven't been exchanged yet, or somebody's been verbose, I'm hearing, or kind of saying a little too much with their words. There's a weighty, I'm just picking at 1333. I'm just picking up that there's been a weighty, persistent situation kind of looming around in the background. It's emotional, and it's kind of tense, and there's attachments here that either you have or someone else has. Justice. And Spirit is showing you these new contracts, these new adventures for you, these leading lines into your main focal point so that you can balance out this more difficult energy with this excitement that I definitely feel. This metamorphosis, this reinvention of self, development, self-actualization, stepping into your path, into your skill, into your talent, into your calling. Okay? Some of you are going to have somebody ask you to come back to a certain workplace or a relationship. I did mention something about reconciliation. Could very well be this is where the reinvention is experienced. But I'm also feeling with this chained one, there's something that needs a little more resolution before. There needs to be what? More conversation? Courage. more forthcomingness, like honesty, and not holding back in order for something to egotism go beyond ego issues. Okay? So does that, a detachment, the devil? Yeah, so I feel like there's a potential for reconciliation in a work situation or in a project situation or friendship or even love that is positive. And at the same time, I also feel like there's another energy here that is still, some issue is ongoing, emotional issue. There's lack of expression, there's lack of clarity, and Spirit's asking you to not allow that to tip the scales too far off into the shadow, into the negative side of the devil, and instead detach from it and pursue this new open space that is coming out for you, or you're walking into it, I should say. It literally feels like you open the door, you go out into the world, and then things just start happening. Okay, that's the feeling I have. Okay, so let's see. Energy supporting Libras, or whoever's here. It doesn't matter where Libra is in your chart. Leaving home, big move, leaving home. For some of you, that's definitely what's happening. Okay, it could also be a metaphor, right? Like, and I just said that, right? Like you open the door and you go out into the world. So that could be metaphorical in terms of like you stop hiding away, doing your hermit thing. That period is over, dark night of the soul, and you step out and there's an adventure. Uncertainty, inhibition. This is what is supporting you. Go out into the world. Connect with yourself, really. It's connecting with a different aspect of yourself, the you that you are when you're out in the world. You need to connect more with that part of yourself. People are magnetized to you. Everything's right there for you. I'm seeing these grapes and you're just picking them. Okay, I'm going to put these cards back. Let me see. Oh yeah, look, there's the wasp, the bee. See? And if you have bees and wasps and insects and stuff like that in your house, and hopefully you take them out, but there's creatures coming in when there shouldn't be. That's an invitation from Spirit to go outside. They're there to tell you, like, come out, take me outside the house and come with me. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, you have to leave the hive, right, to go pollinate. So let's see the challenge. Strength, self-mastery, control, and discipline. What is this, a seal balancing on an armadillo with a snake wrapped around? That's kind of like juggling a lot, don't you think? So what are you trying to do? You're handling a lot of things all at once. Although I have to say, it looks like it's working. You know, you're pretty eclectic, Libra. Whoever I'm connecting with today, you have the skill and the talent to bring together different things to create something unique. Or maybe you wear a lot of different hats. You work in many different areas, but they're all feeding into one another. You're eclectic. You could even work in a spiritually eclectic way, you know. Maybe you don't follow one singular path, but you combine many different things. Now this is coming out as your challenge, self-mastery. But now's not a time for discipline and control and like buckling down and all of that kind of stuff. This is more the energy I'm getting for you. It's a time for exploration. The long game, strategy. But you could feel like you need that kind of discipline and control in order to set yourself up for the future. Can I get one more? I'll get one more card on each side and then we'll get the spread out. Tell me more about the supportive energy leaving home. What's supporting Libra here? Hopelessness, 9 of Needles. Well, some anxiety, some tension, something you've been coping with has become a little bit too much, overwhelming. And again, this is like an indication from your inner being telling you that whatever I'm in right now isn't flowing with me. I'm not resonating with this situation that's causing me anxiety and stress. Some of you have had a hard time sleeping, and you're going to find that either you're going to rearrange something in your room or you're going to move and suddenly it's solved, okay? There's some, and this is like the bee in your house or the wasp in your house. It could cause a 9 of Swords reaction, like, oh no, like I don't want to get stung, and or you could just simply catch it and take it out, quite simply. So whatever kind of anxiety you're experiencing, it's a message that something needs to change. Something needs to be free. You need to free yourself from some kind of confinement that you're feeling somewhere. Some of you are feeling confined in your body. What's up with the martyrdom with the Queen of Cups in reverse? Rite of passage and hesitation. Don't let that hold you back from something. Okay, you could be making up excuses like you really want to, I don't know, run a 5K race, but you're worried everybody's going to be super muscular and fit when you show up and you're not, and but you know you can do it. Don't do that to yourself. Enjoy. Do what you want to do. Okay? So some of you you feel like you can't do something because you either don't have the physical ability or strength, or it's something about image even. And Spirit saying with martyrdom, like you're making something seem way more important than it is or significant, like you can still do the things you want to do. Okay? Metamorphosis, reinvent yourself. It starts with loving yourself and being devoted to yourself and your health. Okay? That's for someone. Not discipline, devotion. Okay? Whatever you're trying to achieve, health, wealth, love, whatever, don't look at it as like, I need to be more disciplined. Look at it as, I'm devoted to this. I'm devoting myself. There's a huge difference. One comes from a place of love, okay, and self-respect, and feeling good about oneself. The other comes from like this ridicule and punishment and judgmental energy, at least as I'm feeling it here. Okay. Like, think about it in a relationship, right? Would you want your partner to say, I'm devoted to you, or I'm disciplined to stay with you, right? So why talk to yourself that way? Okay. So let's see, the challenge. Tell me about this strength as the challenge. I think I might have got it, but dissension, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician, Master of Skills, and the Hangman in reverse, resistance. It says apathy on it too. This is that 4 of Cups feeling like I'm not good enough, or I'm bored of something. Their Spirit is calling you to master something, but I don't think that word is helping you. I think that could be kind of the setback, is thinking I need to master this, or I need to be like the best at this, or I need to do this just so. It's something like something wants to be created. A contract wants to be made. The Magician, your manifestation is there. The Spirit is leading you. The leading lines, the birds are following you home, all of this kind of stuff. Oh, leave home. The birds are following you home. Interesting. Okay, think about that, okay? Because they're calling you. They're there for you every time you open your door. You have some resistance to your manifestation. It's like you feel it's not worthy, or that people won't accept it or respect it, or maybe you just feel like it's an uphill mountain to get to where you want to go. It's not. It's not. Just remain open, okay? Really. Just go about your day and see what happens, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see. The long game strategy. I'm devoted to the long game. right? Maybe that's a mantra you want to say. Okay, let's see. I'm devoted to the long game by remaining open to infinite and unexpected possibilities. That's the sentiment that Spirit's asking you to embody right now for whoever I'm connecting to. So what's going on for Libra? Yeah. I don't know about that. We're going to have to check on that one. Let's see. Two more, Spirit. Thank you. Exactly, two more. Okay. So your current energy is the Knight of Pentacles, which is the long game and strategy. So your current energy is in alignment with the overall energy, which is perfect for manifestation. This is why things are open for you. This is why things are coming easily to you. Okay, they're there. Everything that you want is there. I'm telling you right now, okay? It may not seem like it, but it is. You just have to go out. You have to leave, metaphorically or actually, leave home to go out. Ah, that makes sense now. Okay, so you're in alignment is your overall energy. So what else can I say about that? Six of Wands. Yeah, see what I mean? Victory, success. I'm seeing like these curtains pull back and there's a play or puppets even I'm seeing. Like street theater or something like that. Maybe it's like when you go out, all the world becomes a stage. Like everything is entertaining or there's stuff to see, things to do, people to meet, ideas to pluck. Okay, if you are trying to gain inspiration in any capacity with your spiritual work, with a business idea, with your love relationships, you need to explore new environments. Allow yourself to wander. Okay, because you're wandering with purpose. What about the ancestors? We kind of... Nine of Swords. Oh, and look at all these images in the background. It's like the ancestors. Something they couldn't complete. Like they only had one swan to work with, and you're the other swan. You're here to fulfill something. Okay, well, what is that? Three of Cups. Connection with others. There's some people that are important for you in your life, that are out there, that you're going to connect with. Didn't I say that? Kindred spirits. Yeah, it's like you're being led right to them. You don't need to really look for them. Leading lines, it's happening, okay? You'll see. The energy that you don't see coming is temperance, alchemy, transmutation, time, patience, balance. I'm hearing synchronicity. Everything is starting to flow, Libra. Okay, one thing, you follow one thing and it leads to another and it leads to another. It just keeps going. You're going to be surprised and amazed. Two of Cups, right to the kindred spirits, right to that main focal point, the subject matter of your manifestation. It's all going right there, leading you right to it. Look, the leading line right there, you see? Wow. It's time for a very important connection, whether that's friendship. Some of you are going to become parents, and that's the important connection. Love, business. There is a monumental connection coming up for you. Okay? This is big. And I'm not saying you need other people, because you don't. You've done a lot of work with yourself and being fine with yourself. But this is a season where you're going to start experiencing a different world than you have been in the last season. These people are going to open your eyes to things and opportunities. Okay, your opportunity is the Hermit. And at first when this came out, I was like, what? No, this is the energy that we're moving away from. But now I see with this card, he's coming out of the cage with his inner light. Okay, and so this is what Spirit's saying. Yeah, you're leaving home, you're leaving the cave, but you're not going out in the dark without a light. You have this beautiful lantern, which represents your wisdom, your consciousness, and all the things that you've learned while you were in the cave or while you were experiencing the Nine of Swords. This is your metamorphosis out from the cave into the light. Or if it even is into the dark, into the mysterious, into the unknown, you still have a light. Oh, I'm getting this like... It's almost like someone's massaging me. I feel like your guides are telling you, or a spirit or your higher self or an ancestor is here to comfort you and tell you to relax, you're ready. It's like being in the corner of a boxing ring and you're like, oh man, and then the coach is behind you like massaging your shoulders saying get ready, but you're anticipating a little bit of a boxing match, a quarrel of some sort, sparring. But it's like you step into that boxing ring and instead of punching each other out, you meet each other face to face and there's unity and harmony and the conflict isn't there, actually. Or if the conflict occurs, it's easily resolved. But maybe it's good for you to know that you are ready to get in the ring should you need to. But I feel like Spirit's going to surprise you here and you're going to see that you don't need to do that at all. Okay, tell me more about the opportunity. You also have something unique to offer. Okay, only you can offer this. Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands. One thing I'm hearing this. One thing I heard, I respect you. Okay, so Spirit respects you, your guides respect you, or someone respects you. One thing I respect about you, Libra, and there are many, is that you know your boundaries and you know how to say no. And if you don't know your boundaries and you don't know how to say no, then your opportunity is to get more comfortable saying, those aren't really my terms, or I'm willing to engage in this contract with you, but this is what I'd like out of it. This is like you're able to set up life the way you want it to work. So don't bend to other people's requests of you if you feel like it's too much or if you feel like someone's taking advantage of you. You've already decided you don't want to do that, so follow through and say, no, sorry, I can't do that, or I'm not comfortable with this, whatever the boundary is. Okay, there's an opportunity here, and that's going to set you up for the long game. People respect you more when you don't bend, even subconsciously. Oh, this person really knows who they are. They really know what they want. They really know how they're running their ship, and that's that. Otherwise, it's like, well, I'm able to get them to do this and get them to do that, and then you just become a tool for someone to use for their own will. But when you're firm in what you will and what you won't do, you get more respect. Okay, and less bothersome energy coming towards you. So that's important for some of you. Seeing someone here with a walking assistant device of some sort. I don't know, maybe these are crutches or a cane or a walker or something like that. And I'm seeing like the leaving home card. Don't let that stop you. Three of Swords. Justice. And the Six of Pentacles. There's something for you to experience or find. Okay? If you accept the experience that you're having right now and just go with it and don't let it hold you back, something comes to you. Okay, it's important. Don't just hole up at home because you can't do something. Yeah, that message already came through. Five of Pentacles for the challenge. This could be a lack of funds. It could be feeling spiritually impoverished or just not good right now, or feeling like there is no opportunities for you. And Andy, which is my name, what the heck are you talking about here? Let's see. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles for the challenge. Ten of Cups. Yeah, no, stop. Just stop, Libra, because it's there. This is a valid concern and a valid experience that you're having, but it's more of a story or a memory that you're replaying and reliving. It's time to reinvent from the Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. Some of you are going to quit something that brings you some sense of security or status and do something that you really love. Some of you are leaving a marriage or a relationship, okay, and entering into an era where it's a lot more fun. You feel alive, you feel joyful. Now, I'm not telling you to do this unless, I'm just saying what you're already going through, okay? So if that's not you, then that's not your message. Whatever the Five of Pentacles represents to you, whatever ill fate you feel you're experiencing or going through, part of this metamorphosis is to reinvent yourself out of like a person who's in this energy and goes through this all the time into the Ten of Cups. Some of you are relocating. Some of you don't have a home right now, okay? You're transient in some way, or maybe you're just a traveler type person, but there's somewhere else to go that's better, okay? Beautiful. Ten of Cups is right there. It's right there. But it's out there. You have to go out of your normal routine or comfort zone. Experience things. I'm telling you, it's going to change things. Okay, the advice. King of Wands, inspired action. This is you in this reading. And Spirit's asking you to step more into this energy of the King of Wands. Right now, you're in the Knight of Pentacles, and that is in alignment with the overall energy. But what you need more of is the King of Wands. Yes, the strategy. Yes, the planning. Yes, the careful consideration, the setting the boundaries, saying no, but also remaining open and inspired to take action when you feel that calling or that passion. And know that you are the king here. Okay, it's not going to be easy to get you to slip up or make a mistake. So have faith knowing that you know what you want and what you're doing. And even if you're like, I don't really know what I want right now, that's okay. Your spirit does. And your spirit is leading you. Your spirit is definitely leading you and your ancestors. Ace of Swords. You see what I'm saying? There's a clear leading line, straight path to your crown, a leading line to your crown chakra, you know, or your status somewhere. You just need to follow your intuition, have a little faith, and don't get too caught up in your mind about, you know, overthinking things. Especially worrying that you're not good enough or you haven't had enough of what you need before you can do this, or what if nobody likes what you have to. That's just not gonna fly here, Libra. It's just not gonna work. So the sooner you can face those fears around some of the doubt, the better. And I feel like it's not that hard, actually. Otherwise, we'd be getting into a long conversation about shadow work, yada, yada. But I don't feel like that's needed here. You just need a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of Spirit massaging your shoulders in the corner. Okay. Page of Pentacles for your outcome. I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper. We're going to see what's underneath all of this. I'm going to try to get some more information on these contracts, on this Two of Cups, on this long-term game that's going on. Your reinvention tends to get more specific because there's less of you there. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If you're not, you don't like that idea, trust Spirit already knew that, okay? And is not leading you to an extended and gave you everything you needed right here. Okay, your outcome, Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing this Spirit, okay? The spirit of a student, of the learner, somebody picking up a new path. This is a good energy to come after the Fool. So let's see. What's this Page of Pentacles? some of you could look to other people for inspiration. I'm just getting other messages here now with this King of Wands and Ace of Swords. And that could be useful for you. Okay, but there's something you actually do better than those that you are looking up to. So don't forget that as you feel inspired by others, their work or how they handle themselves or whatever the case is for you. There's something different about the way it's going to work for you that's better for you. So don't eliminate that trying to emulate someone or something else. Even if this is like a health goal or something like that. There's something that's uniquely supposed to be for you. You have to tailor something to your own energy, okay, to your own spirit. That's the best way for you. Now, I'm also seeing some of you, this King of Wands could be the spirit, the spirit you connect with, the person, but you're connecting with their soul and their spirit, the kindred spirit you connect with. Okay, there's like I said, an immediate knowing, like an epiphany, like I know you from lifetimes. They could be a fire sign, although that doesn't really totally feel like the energy. Tell me about the King of Wands, about the kindred spirit. 10 of Wands. This is someone with a lot of life experience. 5 of Wands, who's dealt with quite a few conflicts, actually. Battles. Ace of Cups, and have turned them around into something that works for them. This is somebody who knows who they are, but has a soft heart at the same time. Justice. This is somebody who doesn't stand for BS. Okay, much like yourself. Okay, maybe you do a little bit more thinking and talking about that. They take action towards it. It's kind of a yin and a yang, High Priestess. This connection has been available to you for a while, but I feel like it's been kind of hidden because you've needed to put yourself out there a little bit more. And by that, I don't mean like going on a dating website and that kind of thing. I mean just like opening up the door and letting the energies be around you, literally going out into the world. Okay, maybe even astral traveling for those of you who are doing it. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Let's see. What's this? Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. Yeah, this is the new contract. Queen of Swords. And the Star. Destiny. Yes, destined contract. Okay, so there's something to do with work here. Or studying. Or something like this. You pick up something new. A new contract. A new work opportunity. A new job. A new skill. A new talent. And you start working on it. And this is like the good feeling of like, I really am enjoying what I'm doing right now, that I can't believe this many hours passed and it's already dark out. I've been loving what I'm doing all day. This is really refining yourself here. It is mastery. It's devotion. It's devotion to your star path, to your spirit's path. Queen of Swords, and it's in alignment with your truth. Okay, how you express yourself and how you think. You're also picking up new schools. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe that's a message for someone. New schools of thought. You're picking up new skills related to delivering truths. High Priestess. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. This is you being able to translate and communicate things from hidden realms, esoteric knowledge, into intuitive knowings clearly, and articulate them clearly in a way that works for you and for others. This is like some of you are going to become readers for sure. Okay, or you're going to do something with spirit. It doesn't have to be a reader. It could be mediumship or something else. I don't know, but you're going to be able to translate it clearly. Or working on a deck, working on an oracle deck or a tarot deck here. This is what I'm seeing. And if that's not you, it's just being able to take what you intuitively know and speak on it. Some of you are going to be lecturing or being a guest speaker somewhere. It's really good. And you're working hard on it and you're doing such a great job. Okay, this is part of your new path and reinvention of yourself. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.